Happy Sunday! I'm back. It's me, Electroflora, here for some Sunday fun. It's a beautiful day out, but it is very windy. So hopefully I don't think we'll catch any sounds, but it has been pretty loud out there. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get into some music because I added some stuff to my playlist, which is why I'm a little late. Um, Again, since I just added this to my library, I haven't practiced with these songs. So I think I'm just going to do. B. Okay, I got two songs layered on top of each other. And then I brought breakfast because today's supposed to be brunch day. It's a yogurt parfait that I made myself. This is my second parfait today. I worked out at like 8 a.m. And when I came back from the gym, I was so hungry. I had to eat something. Um, But I have so many berries that I need to eat them all, so it's fine. But in case you're wondering, there's bananas, raspberries, strawberry, blueberry. Yeah, we can talk philosophy. I love philosophy, but I'm also like a creative. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm always doing like a million things at a time and I can't help it. But that's like kind of what I'm trying to portray, that this is my life all the time. Yeah, like I'm DJing. So there's two songs layered right now. And then I like to write, so I have my notebook in front of me too. And yeah, because it's all about the body, the mind, and the spirit. So I'm trying to cater to all three. Is care and creativity. Oh, I like that. What kind of philosophy do you like? Have you read about metaphysics? I'll turn the music down. Because that's where this kind of all started for me was, so I was a civil engineer and then I started getting into, I guess, like spirituality, and I felt like, yeah, I felt like everything started opening up to me. And I've been on this like crazy journey of just finding myself, but a lot of it is through astrology. So like how I said I'm creative, like I'm using this Camelot system, which is supposed to help you, I guess, like mix and key for DJing. But I'm really into astrology, so I pretended like each one was a house, and then I keep mixing all the elements. So and then I'll do like the water ones and then the earth. Yeah, so I'm just like making up my own stuff, but it's because I'm really into synchronicity. And I feel like because I did engineering, like I'm always thinking about like numbers and I don't know, trying to find patterns and things. You're a game developer? Do you have to be at a cubicle all day? Because that was my issue, was I hated being at a cubicle. There wasn't enough human interaction. Oh, you don't have to be at a cubicle? You work from bed, lucky. See, they would still make me wear like business professional clothes, and then I'd have to go sit at a cubicle, and then like nobody really interact with me. I'd just have my headphones on all day, and then I would pretend DJ, and I was like, this is stupid. I'm like, why am I pretending DJ? I was like, that was when I took a step away and I started becoming like really dissociative. And I realized that now that I've been getting more into astrology, that's like a Uranus thing. I don't know if you know about all the planets and like the mythology that correlates with each one. Oh, I love it all. That's kind of how this all started was so my name, the Electra Flora. Electra is a star in the Pleiades, and then Flora is a Roman goddess of springtime. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm a Pisces moon and a Sagittarius rising. Well, horoscopes, you can't, I feel like astrology, it's not really predictive. It's because we can create our own realities. I feel like it's more of like a guide map of like kind of what's like your challenges or kind of what would be easier for you. So that's kind of what I'm trying to follow is like there's little breadcrumbs I feel like in the astrology birth chart, and that's why I was kind of living just like this I don't want to say a bad life before, but I would now that I'm conscious, I'm trying to follow like I feel like what the stars wrote in my birth chart. Oh, you're Pisces moon too. So, hey, well, that would make sense if you're a game developer because that's pretty creative. Do you get to do like storylines or is it all like coding? Cats are cute. If you have your birth time, I can look up your chart and we can look it over for free. I don't mind. That's what I'm here for. If anybody wants a birth chart reading, it's just that you'd have to send me your info so I can look it up. I always keep mine right by me. Oh, but you can't say you think. You have to know it to the exact minute. That's how important it is. Yeah, we have to know the exact minute to get it. Yeah, next time look at if you can get it and then come back. Not you don't have to do it today, but if you get a chance and you can figure out when you were born because the birth time is so important. And that's one thing that I've been realizing is oh, it does say it for sure. If you know it's exactly 10:30, then yeah, I can pull the chart. But like I said, if it's a minute off, then it's not going to be correct. Okay, let me get my iPad. So I like to do these birth chart readings on AstroSeek. It's one of my favorite websites. What city were you born in? Because location is also important. Because what a birth chart is it's like a snapshot of the sky in correlation to where you were born in the world. Because if you think about it, like where the sun was rising or like how high you are up on the equator of the actual globe, like there's all these distortions when we try and put it on paper. And that's like one thing that I actually had to do with civil engineering was I made maps for a while and we had to use different systems. And it was all based on the systems were divided out on kind of how they would, if you were to roll it out and make it flat, how you would put these panels together almost. Okay, let's see. Sorry, yeah, that's what I had to do was, oh, you did that too? I find that so interesting. November 9th, 89. Because I was always like, what are all these different systems I have to use? And when somebody explained that to me, is it 10:30 a.m. or 10:30 p.m., by the way? Okay. Oh, well, we have Scorpio, Sun, Pisces, Moon, and a Sagittarius rising. Yep, that's what you had told me before. So one thing I find interesting is you have Uranus like right conjunct your ascendant. Are you pretty offbeat in person? Kind of a little quirky? Because I have my Uranus in the first house, but mine's not that close to my ascendant. But your Venus is pretty close too. So maybe that's a good balance. Because, yeah, they're only within 1 degree of each other. And you also have Saturn in the first house, so I'm guessing you have to, like for me, it's always about working hard. Like that's part of my identity, it seems like. Oh, your moon's in the third house too. Mine's in the third house as well, which that is a good placement for writing because it's like we're very perceptive and imaginative. Oh wow, yours is at 22 degrees. Oh wow, and you have your Jupiter. Okay, so one thing I was reading about is so you have Jupiter in your seventh house. That's where relationships and marriage are. And I think a good partner for you would be somebody who's really generous, like with maybe their money or their time, because it's also in Cancer of, I guess, also with kind of children. So maybe somebody who gives back to children in some manner. Oh, because your ascendant is at, wow, 29 degrees. That's so close to the end. Sounds like a dream lady. You'll find her. You're 89, so I think you're the same age as my sister, so you're 34. You've already gone through your Saturn's return. So you're, oh wow. You have, well, they're kind of divided, or are they all in the 10th house? You have have you ever heard of what a stellium is? You have one in your 10th house in Scorpio, which is your career. So, do you feel like you have a really big focus on career in your life? Having a lot of those placements, because you have Mars in there, so that's where you put, I guess, like a lot of active energy. Oh, Mercury is up there too. How the way that you communicate and your intellectual, um, like communication, that being in your like career house of career, and your sun, which is your ego. So just to compare, like my sun is in my sixth house, and I'm like not that great at routine. And I feel like that's like a huge part of my identity is like I'm always trying to like figure out how I can get better at just balancing my life and not complaining about chores and finding the joy in the daily mundane type of life. But with you, with your son being in the 10th house, it's like your life is focused around career and maybe like making a name for yourself. Like, are you just a designer or do you lead people? Because I would think that's a good leadership position. Or aspects, I mean. Just know it's because you have a lot of Scorpio in you, that Scorpio is a lot about like regeneration and rebirth and taboo things. So I'm wondering if there's like, if you will be initiating change in work or something. Like in the workplace. Do you come up with new ideas for work? Hello, welcome. It's great. I'm eating a strawberry parfait. See? Am I scaring you yet? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just, I haven't been giving that many birth chart readings, but it's been fun. I enjoy it. Okay, so one thing, I've been reading about part of fortune, and that's where if you can focus a little more on it, it can really bring you a lot of joy. And yours is in the 4th house of Taurus. So I'm going to say that maybe you should focus on your home a little more. And it's interesting because it's complete opposite of how we just talked about how you focus so much on your career and how you have a stellium in there. Are you balancing? I have his birth chart. I'm into astrology, so I was reading. It's kind of like, so whenever you were born, like where were all the planets in the sky? And each one is like in a different constellation. I can give you one too. Yes. So I also have a degree in civil engineering, and I feel like I use a lot of like my mathematics and physics background, and I've also done a lot of chemistry. So I feel like I apply a lot of logic and reason and trying to find like patterns in conjunction to like intuition. So the only thing that is important is we need to know the time of your birth to the exact minute. I know that one kind of gets people sometimes. You were born at 11:11? You were born on an angel number? Oh, I see it. 11's my lucky number too. Okay. But I also need to know the date and location. But the one and only true God, I have yours open still, so if you have questions, we can come back to it. But let me look up Vipers, FF Viper. I'm gonna put on music. You're not old, I'm older. We're both older. Oh no, is it still on? Okay. Um, yeah, you're young. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. I'm practicing. So, how I said I'm like I love to read too, so I'm like halfway done with this book, but I feel like once I complete this 4-part series on all the elements, I'll feel extremely knowledgeable because this author is so good at explaining, I don't know, all of astrology. Oh, okay. So the thing is I also study physics as well, or metaphysics, sorry. Air is your favorite element. See, but the thing is, oh, so one thing that I found interesting about air, because he was talking about the 4 elements, is air is the one that we cannot live without, or like we would die without the quickest. Because I guess we can die without food, which is essentially earth. I think it takes like a month or something if you didn't eat, and then water, maybe like 2 days, but air, like 20 minutes. Metaphysics is like, it's a branch of philosophy trying to make sense of like our reality. Hold on, let me pull up this birth chart because I feel like I'm gonna lose all the, okay, 14th of May. Oh, you're a Taurus. I'm a Taurus too. And he was born at 11:11 a.m. Wait, where in the Netherlands? I need to know what city as well. Oh, come on. It, okay. Ooh, have you had pretty good, I don't want to say luck, but I'm assuming your finances are okay because you have Jupiter in your 2nd house. Your moon is in the 4th house. Oh wow, you have your sun is in your 10th house as well. So you're really focused on, you have your Mercury, Venus, and Sun all in your 10th house, which is in the house of the career. So for me, have you ever dated somebody at work or met some? I guess you make a lot of relationships at work. Your Mars is in your 9th house. Did you? Oh, you have a lot of friends in work. Did you go to college? Because you have Mars in your 9th house. Yeah, so I would think that you take education seriously. Oh, wow, and it's in Aries? I haven't read too much about that placement. Ooh, but I see that you have Saturn in your 7th house, which is in the house of marriage and relationships. So I don't know if you're a male or a female or if that even matters, but Saturn is a lot about delay because he's the god of time, and that would relate an indicator of maybe like a delayed marriage or a later relationships or hardships, like more challenges in that area. It's not that it won't happen, it's just it's going to take more time. But then you have Neptune and Uranus in your 6th house, which I haven't seen that before, and I'm interested in it because Uranus is all about individuality and kind of like breaking down barriers. Because if we didn't have people like that were like rebellious, we wouldn't innovate as a society because we need like free thinkers. So you have that in your house of like routine. So I'm wondering if you're one of those, if you need to like break up your routine a lot in order to just like function. And then Neptune's is about like delusions. I have that in my money house. But you have that in your routines too, or in your house of routines. So I'm wondering what that would mean. Oh, and then Pluto is a house of like sudden change and regeneration and rebirth, and you have that in your 4th house. So I'm wondering if you've had like really big changes like in your family or your household throughout like your childhood. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, the 4th house is of the mother, and it's ruled by Cancer and the moon. And Pluto is the house of death and regeneration. So that made you stronger in the end. But I'm sorry you had to go through that at a young age. But I think that maybe that's why you felt like you needed to focus on. I mean, that's probably not a reason why, but I'm just noticing with your. Oh, well, I don't know if that's super close, but yeah, having your MC, which is your. Oh, it's kind of hard to pull up. But I'm just seeing how Mars is so close to like your outer, like the way that people perceive you in the world, and kind of like your destiny. That I'm wondering if that was something that you feel like you had to aim for because of the trauma that you had as a child. Like that's what gave you focus. But we were talking about part of fortune in the last chart, and I see yours in the 6th house. So that's where they say where you can find joy. So maybe focusing on your daily routine and not just the daily routines, but things that you can build on and work towards a greater good. Because this one's also about generosity and being humble. I don't know, did you have any questions? I feel like I'm just bouncing around, like I'm just noticing things on there, but I just started reading birth charts. Well, in front of an audience, I should say. I've been reading birth charts for like 7 years now. Hello, welcome. I'm DJing slash astrology slash writing slash eating brunch. But I'm also here to chat. So if anybody wants me to also read their birth chart, I can do that. And I also have a tarot deck. Okay, I'm gonna try and mix this song because I'm trying to learn how to DJ. I'm at 9B. I'm gonna look for 1B. Oh. I was like, did you have any other questions? I put on another song. It's just kind of hard to read these sometimes because of the way that they portray the images on the chart. Well, did you hear how I was talking about finding more joy in your daily routine? I feel like that's a good place to maybe start. And then your north node is in the 5th house. So I would think that maybe also focusing on like hobbies and outlets. Clothes, buying new clothes, shopping, sports. That's what that house means. But because it's in Capricorn, I guess it would be more practical. But you're a Leo rising. So, well, first of all, your sun is in Taurus, which I don't know if you knew that, but your moon is also in Libra. So, what rising sign means is where was the sun rising in this entire planet? Like, where was the sun like coming over the horizon at the moment of your birth? Because no matter, because you were born at what? It said 11 a.m. The sun was rising somewhere else because it had already been risen for at some time. I don't know. I don't live that high up on the earth, but again, this is taking a lot of like mathematics and like projections, and trying to put it like on a 2D, well, 1D, I guess, like flat map. But with that ascendant, when I'm saying that the sun is rising, is what constellation was behind the sun as it was rising. And they say that there's like energies there. So for your birth chart, Leo, the sun was rising in front of the constellation Leo at the moment of your birth. So that would have been somewhere more west of you. Because we have to take into context like time and space. Oh, but one thing that I was learning about is a good partner for you would probably be somebody in the sign of Aquarius. And then how we talked about how your Venus was in the 10th house. So maybe you might find a relationship at work one day. But Aquarius people, yeah, they might start out as your friend at first. But I think you'll definitely meet your partner in a group setting, or at least try and look for them in a group setting. We all have free will. So you can choose to try and look for them in those places or not. But what they say with astrology is you get more synchronous opportunities when you are following, when you are in alignment. Hopefully, I don't know, that put anything into perspective. Hello, welcome. I'm doing birth chart readings. If anybody's interested, I would just need your birth time and place. I don't know if the person that asked me about metaphysics left. The one in True God. Hello, welcome. I'm playing music and writing. Somebody got me some really cool astrology stickers. I was gonna say, I need to, oh, I just saw 444. Let me layer a song. or mix it, whatever. 20. That was horrible. I couldn't even transition. I got confused because I couldn't find I didn't have any 5B songs, which I guess is E flat major. So, with that being said, what I was writing down was I need to come up with a different schedule because I am going to be the first to admit that streaming every single day, it's not taking a toll on me, but I want to deliver. I feel like I'm spreading myself too thinly. Like, obviously, like, I have a lot going on when it comes to like me trying to be creative, and I can't help it, and I'm being kind to myself. But I also need to be practical, and the more that I spread myself thinly, the less I'm going to get anywhere. So what I've been contemplating and wanted to really nail down today, hopefully, is I do need to come up with a schedule, and talking about how the sun is in my 6th house. Like, I struggle with routine, like it's no joke. But I'm the type of person that when I am on a routine, like, I can do pretty well because, and that's the whole point, is humans do need routine. All this chaoticness, it's hard to get things, I feel like, accomplished. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. But I think that with me cutting back, I think that my DJing will get better, because my issue is I feel like I'm trying to practice right now in front of the camera while live streaming, when instead I feel like I should be working on it by myself and not having to worry about chatting, because I keep going back and forth. Because I'll be honest, this is how bad it is with me when it comes to like trying to juggle too many things at once was I thought I could like kill, how they say, kill two birds with one stone. I know the vegans don't like that. But yeah, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I don't want to change the concept of this show, so yeah, I'll still be in chatting and not the music aspect. But I want to carve out more time in my day to focus on myself and not feel like I have to rush onto here. Because I feel like I've just been, I have been procrastinating. That's why I've gotten on at like so late. Because the thing is I can't just like come on. I have to try and, and I didn't even really talk about my outfit, but I'm just wearing like a little cotton dress with flowers on it. And then my third eye pine cone, I believe it has a moonstone in the middle. But yeah, this takes a lot of effort and a lot of work. So it's not me just like coming and pressing start stream. Today I wanted to add more music because I felt like I've kind of gone through everything I already had, and that turned into me like looking for music for almost an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna try and balance everything, but I'm happy and I'm in a really good spot and I feel great with everything I've done and no shame at all having to cut back, and that's like me realizing that's me discovering discipline. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad that and it's so funny because I got these emotions yesterday, and I believe it's because Mercury had moved into Capricorn. So I'm gonna pull that up. Yes, so Mercury went into Capricorn yesterday, January 13th. And Capricorn is the sea goat and is ruled by Saturn. So about discipline and patience and endurance, finding that great work, and then having the planet Mercury in that flavor. I like to call them flavors, but having Mercury, god of communication, or the planet of communication in there, I think it really did awaken my, I don't want to say like senses, but it made me think about how I want to kind of move forward with how I'm organizing this quote unquote business / project, whatever you want to call it, with my art. Because right now there just seems to be a lot of chaos. But that's kind of expected. I think that with like Pandora's box story and or just in general is life is chaotic. And then I think from chaos we need to find structure. So yeah, it's my next step. Or that is my step today. I mean, I'm already feeling close. What I'm thinking is I do like this time. I like doing Sundays because I've always wanted to do a brunch show just because see, but is this me overextending myself again? It's like, why do I have to have food? But look, I'm a Taurus. It's like, if I'm not eating, am I happy? Again. Or who was I talking about that on here? I was telling somebody how like for me, my next partner, like, or going on dates, like, just don't judge me if I'm ordering dessert, because dessert is like the most important part of the meal. It's the most important food of the day. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I have to formulate how I want this show to continue because if I'm not doing every day, then that means I can't honor a separate God each day. So I like Thursdays as well. So Thursdays will be the Candy Create with Me. And that'll be a night show. 5 a. But I'll eventually, I also want a different camera because, again, I'm filming off of my laptop. I don't have a separate camera, but maybe I can have a different angle so I can kind of show myself doing things more. This just feels like I'm in a Zoom call. Oh, I fucked it up. Sorry. It's because I unsynced it. And I was trying to play with the hot cue. See, this is what I'm getting at is I don't know if I want to be actually fucking around and practicing on camera. I'm excited. I love DJing so far. Oh shit. Fuck. There's dust everywhere. That's an issue too. I need to get a case. I think if other DJs saw this, they'd be like, there's too much dust on here. Here, let me write a list. And I need to get something to decorate behind me. I have a bunch of cool posters. They're just not framed, and I don't want to like fuck them up. So I'm gonna wait to get them professionally done. My little Taurus dude. I've had this since I was a kid. Oh shit. I didn't even mix anything in. That probably wasn't the best transition, but I tried, right? Not bad. I mean, all you really need to do is hit sync. I'm cheating. No, I'm just kidding. I did read somewhere that, oh, I just realized it has how fast it's been sped up. So the Cascade song is at increased by 2.4%. Because it was at 123 BPMs, now it's at 126. And this other song in the background is just on an 8-count loop. know about that transition. See, I'm wondering if I need to maybe practice like an actual kind of set. Like, I can't just be picking random songs, or can I? I'll let that run. We have a 1A and a 5A going on. It's like the fire ones, the fire and the earth are harder to mix than the water. I noticed that the water goes together really well. There's just something about this. Damn it, I hit something again. No wonder it was like, it sounded weird. I just saw 5 ones. It was 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. But again, the slidey knob was all the way to the side. The thing is it's my angle. It's like I hit it this way by accident. Oh well. Oh yeah, I was looking up. I love this planner. I've had it since like 2020, but because it's not actually dated and I can fill it in, I love how I can come back to it when I need it. I obviously need more structure in my life, and this one has an hourly. So I went from one, I was out, there's a 5A layered in the background, and then I went to 1A, staying in the quote unquote fire family, but and then I skipped to air now. Because air and fire are masculine and they blend well together. Blend. think those are considered sextiles. Let me see if I can do that again. So I went from, oh, that would still be 3 a.m. I never heard this extended mix before. I'm drinking English breakfast tea. Don't forget next week, Pluto's entering Aquarius on Saturday, the 20th. That's a very big transit. They call it ingressing into a sign. So confused, my light just went out. Okay, my light died. That is a fail. I don't know what's going on. It's not even Mercury in retrograde. This doesn't even sound like a good beat in the background. I think I want to switch off of whatever key I'm in. Damn, this makes me want to go to the fucking rave. I just added this song. I've got two 12A songs on right now. Also sped up. What's up? I'm DJing. Sorry the angle isn't that great. But I'm practicing. Are you in Atlanta? Hotlanta? Yeah. Where are you at? No, you have Atlanta on your thing. I'm in North Carolina. Ooh, I let that run out pretty bad. Maybe that wasn't that bad. Oh shit. No, my name, that's my pen name. I like to write. Electra is a star in the Pleiades. I'm into astrology. Yeah, no, she's one of the seven sisters of the Pleiades. Because I'm really into Greek and Roman mythology. Do you, if you want, I can give you a birth chart reading. I've already given 2 today. Do you know what that is? It's an astrology thing. Do you know what time you were born at exactly? Oh no, I don't think that you've been able to hear any of my music. I'm gonna laugh. I don't think this has been playing. My bad. Oh no, epic fail. It's because I never fucking did my checklist. Maybe is that are you pretty sure that you were born at that time? The minute is important. The exact minute. Cuz it like dictates the rest of the chart. So if I'm off by a minute, I don't want to give you incorrect information. Oh, definitely. Let me see. Is there music now?
Trial.
I've been DJing this whole time and this wasn't checked. I feel horrible. Hopefully trial isn't on. You can't hear my music?
Trial.
Epic fail. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'll still give you a birth chart reading. Okay, so we have your time, but when's your birthday and location? Like where were you born?
Trial.
Because the thing about astrology is it's all based on space and time.
Trial.
So however they draw the chart,
Trial.
it's also based on like projections of like how we were able to see the sky.
Trial.
Okay, so from that specific point on Earth, though, I should specify.
Trial.
97. 97 was a good year. And you said
Trial.
1:22 a.m. And where in the Earth was this? Where were you born?
Trial. Trial. Trial.
Which city? Sorry, I know it does seem like a lot of information, but again, it's taking into consideration how we
Trial.
could see the sky from that point. So that's why location and time are both important. Because it's
Trial.
Prince George.
Trial.
Okay, so just to verify, we have
Trial.
May 22nd, 1997 at 1:22 a.m., Prince George, Canada.
Trial.
Oh, your part of fortune is right on the descendant. I've never seen that before. At 0 degrees.
Trial.
Oh, your fourth house is, or your Venus is in the fourth house. Oh, and your sun is right.
trial,
Oh, okay.
trial,
I've never seen a chart like this. This is interesting.
trial,
So
trial,
one thing I am noticing is your sun is right next to your IC, which is like the southern axis of your birth chart.
trial,
In your third house.
trial,
So, do you like to talk a lot? Do you communicate a lot? Are you into like writing or
trial,
something that just has to do with communication with other people? And then you have, oh, you're
trial,
really introverted. Oh, maybe that's what that means. Because like I said, I had never seen that before. And your sun is so close to that line. And that's like,
trial,
that is your inwardness. And then at the north part, oh, you have Pluto right on your
trial,
MC. So when it comes to like your outwardly persona and the way that people have, I don't want to say like perceived you, but like maybe in the workplace or something, has there ever been any like,
trial,
I don't want to say like transitions, but has there ever been like an abrupt like event or something that
trial,
has happened like at work for you? Or something like life changing?
trial,
And your moon is so close to it too. So do you have a lot of feelings towards how people perceive you in the workplace or like in large groups?
trial,
Since you were 14? Do you like that
trial,
job? Because I'm wondering if, because Pluto's all about regeneration. Oh, you do like it?
trial,
You also have your Neptune right on your ascendant. Oh, and Jupiter in your first house?
trial,
Aquarius. See, this is interesting. You have like planets on every single one of your
trial,
axes, like so close to it. So those play like such a big role in your life.
trial,
So the moon, Pluto, Neptune, the sun,
trial,
and then your part of fortune. So
trial,
part in fortune is where you can find like joy. And it being like right on the house of marriage and relationships.
trial,
If you're not in a relationship, I think that you might find a lot of happiness in companionship with another person.
trial,
And then with it being in Leo, they say that that's a good, like that's the type of person that you might want to seek. So a
trial,
person with Leo qualities, and Leo can, they might seem extroverted, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they always are, because this is the zodiac sign that is
trial,
like the king of the zodiac. He's the lion. But they're very generous and they have big hearts and love children typically.
trial,
So I would look for a partner like that if you're not in a relationship, or somebody who has those qualities.
trial,
But having Uranus in your first house, that I have that too, and that gives kind of like a unique, I don't want to say, I mean everybody is unique, like that's what Uranus is, but it just
trial,
depends on where it is in your birth chart. Uh-oh. Do you want to have kids? You have Venus in your fourth
Trial.
house, which I would think that's a pretty good. It doesn't matter to you? Well, then, if you're already married, then maybe just finding friendships
Trial.
that support that. Because that's what the part of fortune means. So maybe do you
Trial.
have a lot of friends? Or do you wish you had more friends? Because House of Relationships can come in different forms. But yeah, definitely I would look for some Leo people in your life.
Trial. Trial. Trial.
You have your wounded
Trial.
healer in your 8th house. Oh, you don't really want
Trial.
friends? Interesting. I'm wondering if maybe you have some really strong aspects.
Trial.
Because right now I'm just looking at where the planets are, but they interact with each other based on angles that are made. I wasn't looking at that.
Trial. Trial.
Wow, your sun and your moon are in really strong opposition. So yeah, I would think you have a lot
Trial.
of internal versus external conflict, especially I guess when it comes to
Trial.
ego versus your emotion.
Trial.
And they're like flip-flopped. It's like your moon is like right next to where the outside world is, but your sun is right next to where your inside world is based on the chart.
Trial.
Oh, and your sun is in Gemini versus. Do you question your emotions a lot, or do you just run away with them? Because I know
Trial.
moon in Sagittarius, that's a placement that really needs a lot of breathing room to think.
Trial.
They need different surroundings in order to like process emotion.
Trial.
And Sagittarius is all about, oh, you don't really have any emotions?
Trial.
Well, your Mercury is in your 2nd house, and that's
Trial.
logic and like intelligence, and you having it in your house of value.
Trial.
So that's like an air planet within an earth sign. But I mean, if you're talking about emotion,
Trial.
I mean, you have your Venus in Gemini, 4th house. And fourth house
Trial.
is of the home. So I'm wondering if yeah, you have, I guess, maybe a tighter knit circle closer to home or within your home, or those are the people that you
Trial.
feel closest to.
Trial.
Because your 11th house of friendships is empty. And that's not a bad thing. It just means
Trial.
it's not anything that, like, I guess the universe needs you or wants you to focus on. So, yeah, if you're saying that you're not interested in having friends,
Trial.
then definitely don't even try and seek that. If you're happy just being at home. Oh.
trial,
I don't see anything like that that would be
trial,
an indicator on your birth chart.
trial,
Oh, well, your moon is in your ninth house. That's like far travels.
trial,
Oh, I guess that kind of would be an indicator. So your moon being in the ninth house, which is of like far land,
trial,
like traveling far away, but the moon represents the home, so that's interesting because you're saying that your family is far away.
trial, trial,
How are your finances? Is everything okay with
trial,
that? Because you have Saturn in Aries in the second house, which is of like material gain. And Saturn
trial,
shows typically like delay. So if you've ever had hardships with money, I wouldn't stress
trial,
about it because that just means it might come later in life.
trial,
Uh-oh, is this saying trial again?
trial,
Yeah, they're okay. Well, I mean, Saturn is a disciplined planet, so I would think that you would be pretty careful with your finances. But you have your North Node and your Mars in the seventh house of relationships. So I would think that in your North Node that is another thing that you should focus on is maybe the relationships you already have. Because your South Node, that's like your past life. It was saying that in your past life you were really independent. So then in this lifetime you should be focusing more on relationships with other people, regardless of marriage. It should be all of them. Oh, you said that your wife was an Aries? Have you, are you, oh yeah, you're welcome. I hope you learned something and feel free to come pop in. I'm usually just hanging out in here. But it was nice meeting you and good luck with everything. Appreciate that so much. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. It was nice to meet you. And I appreciate you sharing your information so that I can learn too. Welcome. If you just came in here, I'm giving birth chart readings if you're interested. In the meantime, I'm going to remix something. Because I also DJ, but it's kind of hard because I DJ and I stream off the same screen. Okay, let's see. So I'm at 7A. I don't know if that sounds good. I feel like it doesn't. That sounds horrible. I don't even think you guys, nobody can even hear my music because I don't even see it on the. Hello. Welcome. Can you hear my music by any chance? Let me double check if this is checked in this Serato. Yeah. Make audio available. Always an issue. Do you speak Spanish? Oh, I had it on mute. Jesus. Oh, this DJing stuff. I swear. Carols, are you still in here? I can give you a birth chart reading if you want. Oh, hello. Thank you for following. Are you into astrology? Or music festivals or fashion? I don't know. What are you into? Oh, nice. I want to learn Spanish. I need to practice. Yo quiero practicar. No. Yo quiero. I want to learn. How do I even say that? I want to learn Spanish. Yo quiero aprender español. Where are you from? Are you in the United States?
You always hear people talking about free your mind, free your body, free your soul, but they really don't know what that means. They don't really know how to do it. Free your mind, free your soul, free your body, free your mind, free your soul.
Well, I just saw 444. This is kind of dark. I have a techno song underneath a house song. I can't believe it. I'm wondering how much there wasn't any music on. See, I need like a sound check person.
You always hear people talking about free your mind, free your body, free your soul, but they really don't know what that means. They don't really know how to do it. Free your mind, free your soul, free your body.
Okay, so I'm going back to my shit.
Free your soul.
I swear I'm all cramped up in here. I'm trying to make up a schedule. Because I'm cutting back, just FYI. I'm not going to be live streaming 7 days a week anymore.
You always hear people talking about free your mind, free your body, free your soul, but they really don't know what that means.
7A to 12D, what would that be?
Free your mind,
it sound good. I just feel like I need to start over. Because I also... Yeah, I need to get out of my head. Okay, 12A. Let me start with a song that I do like and know well. Okay. Let me also check that Trial is not on. I don't think it is. Okay, so I'm 12A. And then I'm going to try and go to either 8A or 4A. Or what if I did all three? Let's see if I can do 3 songs. Sorry, I'm just gonna talk out loud here because this is me trying to like, I'm not saying problem solve, but I'm trying to think this out. So I have a song that's at 126 BPM and then one that's at 129. Do I put this, I'm wondering if there's like any sort of certain flow, like should I start with the slower one and then, but I guess that's the art to it, is I can either slow down the faster song or speed up the slower one to the faster one. And it's like, which way do I want to go? Which one is just like a background beat? Again, I'm just talking out loud. Okay, let me find a 4. Oh, I'm in the 4A. So I'm at 126 and 129. Here's another one. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh shit, I have that up already, my bad. Okay, well anyways, there's 3 songs on right now. I have See, I feel like the water ones work so well together. Fire to me is like, I don't know why. I have a 12A, an 8A, and a 4A all going right now. Sorry, I'm looking up metaphysics just because I felt so caught off guard when that chatter came in here and asked what metaphysics was. And I realized it was kind of hard to describe. Okay, so just to turn it down a little, so metaphysics is basically just talking about the nature of reality. And I feel like with my background, especially in civil engineering, like civil engineering is the fundamentals of building in this reality. And I don't know, just philosophy and contemplating like why we're here and like time and space and purpose. I think metaphysics is just such a large branch, like umbrella. But I feel like one of the best or my favorite metaphysical like teachers or authors that I've been reading, again, I've quoted her or I've said her name several times, but Florence Scovel Shinn, she is all about metaphysics. And basically I also feel like metaphysics has to do with bringing like into fruition whatever we believe like God or higher power, something that is not in our reality, is controlling, not controlling, but like has power over what's going on in this reality. And metaphysics is trying to understand going between both of them and applying it in a practical nature. So I guess one way that I could kind of relate it to or kind of compare it or find similarities is the difference between an engineer versus a scientist. Scientists are typically known for doing research. They're going to be in a lab, they're gathering data. This was something that I did do as an engineer still, but that would be like with a certain project. Like I remember I had to collect data for the width of a stream and how deep the water got, because with that data we were going to then size a culvert. But the thing is that the rain had been getting so intense and there was still flooding that all of the flood maps that were from the Army Corps of Engineers were just so outdated. So basically we had to do a small study on that little area to really see how deep the water got, just so that we could adequately size a culvert, which is essentially a pipe. I just saw 4 4s underneath like a road or something, or a house, or where. Well, no, you would never want a culvert going under a house, but under a road for sure. But what I would compare that to physics with, or metaphysics, is metaphysics is like the engineer. It's like we take all that data that's like been presented to us and then somehow use it in a practical nature to make something of it. So, but I feel like there's so much mystical and intuition behind it. You can't just use logic. You have to have an imagination. And that's what I'm trying to bring to this art that I'm doing. Is, I know it may seem like a lot and I'm all over the place, but it's because it encompasses so much fucking shit that I'm just like trying to grab things and like try and hone it in, and it's gonna take some time. But astrology is an art, and I feel like so is metaphysics, because it's all about changing your perception and the way you think in order to manifest things that are in our reality. Man, I wish I could have like give like an actual example, but I feel like that's why I want to have this show, so that when they do come to my mind, it's like I can talk about it freely. Let me let a song go off, because I have 3 going still. Let's see. So 3 is the only one that... do that. Oh no, that's gonna speed up way too much. Ah.
When you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your firelighter. Ravers. When you're in a party, ravers. When you're in a party,
I don't know. Not the best. That's fine.
when you're in a party,
I'm trying to think of like a example from metaphysics.
M16 night rider, cruise for your ends on my bike rider. When you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your firelighter. M16 night rider, cruise for your ends like a bike rider. When you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your firelighter. When you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your firelighter. When you're in a party and you hear this. Ravers. When you're in a party. Ravers. When you're in a party. Ravers. When you're in a party.
I just don't know how many days a week I want to live stream. Maybe I should do 3 days a week.
16 night rider. When you're in a party and you hear this, M16 night rider. When you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your when you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your firelighter. When you're in a party and you hear this, ravers, put up your firelighter. When you're in a party and you hear this, when you're in a party and you hear this, when you're in a party and you hear this, when you're in a party and you hear this, when you're in a party and you hear this. Ravers.
get it right.
What would it feel like if we could stop time? Baby, for one night, we could get it right. Baby, for one night, we could get it right. 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 We could get it right.
We could get it right. And I haven't even orbited in a while, but I really feel like it.
Stop time, if we could 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 stop time. What would it feel like if we could stop time? Baby, for one night, we could get it right. What would it feel like if we could stop time? Baby, for one night, we could get it right. Baby, for one night, we could get it right. If we could stop time, 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 if we could
don't know about that mix. Yeah, I wasn't super feeling this mix, but I think what I was gonna get at is, yeah, I need to just familiarize myself with my own library and figure out what sounds good together. I feel like there's such a, like, I feel like I understand that the sounds aren't meshing well together. Like, there's something to me that just isn't fully 100%. So I need to work on fine-tuning my ear and seeing which songs like pair well together and try and work on some mashups. But yeah, I'm glad I came on today. I mean, I was gonna come on regardless, but I'll be honest, yeah, I didn't come on yesterday because not burnout. I realized that just like a sport, you need to have a day off, or I don't know, your body needs to like absorb everything it's been working on. And I feel like I know I live streamed like 20 days in a row pretty much. And one of the days I live streamed twice. So, and I haven't given myself a break because I wanted to live stream every day, but again, I feel like if I do it every day, the content isn't going to be as quality because I am pushing myself, which it was so that I could learn how to DJ, but I'm realizing that, yes, this is putting me in front of the equipment, and I'm glad that I had this experience. But I realize that I can't fully focus on the actual practice when I'm trying to chat at the same time. So I really need to focus on practicing by myself and maybe even taking some online tutorials to understand what some of these other buttons are. So yes, I'm going to update my schedule and just be on the lookout for that. I'm not going to be on every day, and I'm kind of going to reorganize the show and the blog. But it's funny how all of this was instigated after Capricorn, or Mercury moved into Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. So it's funny that I felt these innate urges or whatever from within without even realizing. And this all happened yesterday. So yeah, reassessing, reevaluating, that's what I need to do so that I can move forward with my goals. Because right now it just seems kind of spread thin instead of focused. And so I'm going to practice what I preach. But I had a great day, and I appreciate everybody that came out, and I'm glad I was able to practice DJing and gave a couple birth chart readings. Now I knew that this shit was on mute, another thing to double check. We didn't talk about the sun too much, but again, my sun is in the 6th house, so I need to focus on routine. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope everybody has a great rest of their Sunday, and I will see you sometime soon. Check my blog, and I will keep everybody updated. Hope you have a good night. Bye.